Hi everyone, it's me, Sailor Moon, and I Tuxedo Mask or Evening Wear Hide. And today we're going to talk about, one of the downsides of being an IRWIN toy doll is that it's your legs come undone. Now, with most dolls, you're thinking, oh, it's going to be the head, right? Well, with most of them, you'd be right. But with IRWIN toy dolls, I guess Sailor Moon dolls that they made, the legs always come undone. And Tuxedo Mask over here, Evening Wear Hide here, had that happen to him more than once. The earliest beginning of this happening was way back in 2012. YL. But back then, you could just put the leg back together because the hole which the leg went into, and whenever the peg, what the English word for that would be, would still fit. Then came the second time around the 8th month of 27 between YL, when the thing broke off all together. And back then it was just some rubber band holding it together. Then we go to the 5th month of 2023 when it happened again, only this time there's this kind of tape holding it together. And and he wasn't the only one. Sailor Venus or Sailor V, Sailor Hell's World, she had her leg break off last year. So yeah, that's what happens when you are IRWIN toy Sailor Moon doll. You got that right, Sailor Moon. That seems to be what happens when you are IRWIN toy Sailor Moon doll. And some folks will say, well, why did you have to do a band? Why did you have to do over sticky ooze? Why did you have to do tape? You want to know why? Because to hire a doll healing house, you have to get a hold of their website. Then you have to call them. Then you have to set it. Then you have to set up. Then you have to yield them for their time. Then you have to mail out the doll. Yield for them to work on it. Then yield for them to tell you they're done, and then yield for them to send it back to you through the wire. So yeah, the doll's going to be gone for some time. And then you got to yield them for their time. So yeah, that's why we couldn't do that. And at the end of the day, it is what it is, And that's what you have to do if the doll leg ever breaks off. And luckily it only happened to me like 3 times, maybe more than one. And luckily it was only Sailor Venus or Sailor Hellisworld and myself that ever had that happen. Well, you're right about that, Tuxedo Mask. You and Sailor Venus or Sailor Hellisworld were the only 2 Sailor Moon dolls where this happened to. And I guess it happens regardless. It happens no need if it's a long-faced Sailor Moon dolls or the long-leered Sailor Moon dolls, because I believe the legs are all set up the same way. So at the end of the day, that's what you have to do. And also, that is the handicap for anyone who has ever bought an IRWIN toy Sailor Moon dolls. Knows the leg's gonna break, or the leg can break. Alright, hope you like this film, and we'll see you later.